Okay, cool. I sound clear. Okay, bet. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So, you learn Robert here. So, as it pertains to anything, we're going to be talking about crypto, not financial investment advice. We're talking about embracing for a recession. I want to talk about some things that we can do, okay? Things that we can do potentially to make what's going on. There's a lot of things going on Wall Street. What's up? What's up? A lot of things going on as it relates to what's going on in the market. A lot of things have been going on. And unfortunately, what happens, to supplement, what happens is we've been getting tricked. They've been trying to trick us out of our spot, y'all. They've been trying to trick us out of our spot. You know why they've been trying to trick us out of our spot? Because unfortunately, as it pertains to anything, LA, I hear you. God child, LOL. Finally got off live, but I'm so close, sis. It's hard to rest. Yeah. Welcome in, Lisa. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Lisa J on that side. Tell me how I look. Is it clear? Is it pixelated? Let me know, because they I don't know what they was going, but we gonna go ahead and run on and see what the end's gonna be. Hey, everybody speaking. God child speaking. Miss Product speaking. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, you all. Yeah, God child been on the leaderboard. Exactamundo. Yeah. So look, y'all, I have a subscription. I put it in there. My members, I'm putting some stuff in this weekend. People on the YouTube side, I'll be putting some stuff on as well. So look for that. So as it pertains to anything, yeah, Weekend Warrior, what's up? If you have not, grab your pad and pen. If you are driving, don't grab your pad and pen, okay? If you're driving, don't grab your pad and pen, okay? Because unfortunately, it's a situation and scenario where we are put ourselves in a position where you need to focus, okay? Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, all right? Abby, now don't you be doing that now, all right? Abby, the problem solver, all right. Thank you for David Hartley. Thank you, Nick. Okay, so somebody was driving, don't be driving. And then say you learned, told me to take notes, so I'm trying to drive, right? Weekend sports. Don't be saying, hey, he told me to drive, so I'm trying to take notes. So, anywho, welcome in, welcome in. Hope all has been well with you. Hope your day has been great on today. So, anyway, we're going to be talking about Crypto 101. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the market, recessions, and things of that nature. Unfortunately, a lot of things. Welcome in, Blue. Welcome in, faithful home. I like that. I like that. So, as it pertains to anything, look, if you are able to, you got your pen. That's what I'm talking about. Remember, y'all, we are building a skyscraper. We're not building a shack. A shack is something that we can build quick, right? We can build quick. A shack, well, something we can build quick. A skyscraper is something that takes time, right? Right. A skyscraper takes time. So we got to go deep to go high. We got to go deep to go high. So a skyscraper takes some time. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's hey, look, it's an iPad. I got my iPad over here too. So we game. Hey, if that's what works for you, that's what works for you. You know what I'm saying? So as it pertains to anything, I'm giving out fire information, fire value. So go ahead and make sure that you are taking notes if you can. Go ahead and make sure, hey, GG's Crafting, welcome in. Make sure, Archie, that if you can, you're writing down information because I'm giving you value. And if you think I'm giving y'all value now, the things I'm about to drop on the members and the members on this side and the subscribers on this side, I'm telling y'all, it's about to go down, right? It's about to go down, right? It's about to go down. So, as it pertains to anything, what we got to make sure that we're doing, we got to make sure that we are paying attention, right? You know, you remember that song? If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Whee! Remember that? Remember that? Yeah, remember that? If you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. Remember that? If you don't remember that, that was on Sister Act. And yeah, I can't sing, y'all. So as it pertains to me singing, you know I can't sing, y'all. Come on now. That ain't my gift. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all might be able to sing, but as it pertains to anything, you know, appreciate that for letting me to hit that goal. As it pertains to anything, y'all, that ain't my gift. I can't, you know, it says stir up the gift, but it says make a joyful noise to the Lord. So I'm going to make a joyful noise to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I can't sing. That's not my gift. But as it pertains to anything, they've been trying to throw all this stuff at us so we won't focus. They've been trying to throw some stuff at us so we won't focus. They're like, stay focused, man. They've been throwing all this stuff happening. All this stuff happening in the market. All these things happening. All this stuff happening. Back and forth, ping pong. And we don't realize what's going on. Abby the problem solver, God's child, Allie, man. And then you're at home, right? And you're dealing with all this stuff. And you're like, why is all this stuff happening? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Allie, why is all this stuff happening? Why is all this stuff happening? God's kingdom business. Why is all this stuff happening? God shall. Why is all this stuff happening? Right? And it ain't the truth, right? 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 But as it pertains to anything, we over here trying to figure out what's going on. What's really going on, Bliss? You know what I'm saying? You dealing with all this stuff and you trying to figure out, where can I focus? What can I do? Where is it that I can do? What can I do? All this stuff is going on. So you're trying to figure out what I need to do, right? And unfortunately, number one, like MC Hammer said, you got to pray just to make it today. That's number one. You got to pray just to make it today. I say we pray. So we got to pray, slide and ping and what's up. So number two, we got to be like a horse. A horse got blinders. And yo, what's up? So a horse got blinders, right? And the horse focuses, right? And it's amazing how you'll sit up there and you'll set your alarm to do this or you'll do that. And then you just get, it's all this stuff just all happening, right? You be like, come on now, what's really going on? What's really going on, right? I tried to take a nap, y'all. It didn't work. God was like, nah, homie, you got to get up. You got to give these people something. You can't be taking no nap. I was about to eat something. Like, nah, you can't eat. You got to give my people some food. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that's going to be substance for these people, right? So as it pertains to anything, right? We are doing what we got to do. We got it doing what we got to do. And I don't know why they blocked that comment, but yeah, you're right. Like you said, the blinders are set. Nah. Ain't no sleeping right now. Exactly. He's like, what you doing, buddy? Wake up, wake up. I'm literally over here trying to, right? Yeah, you're right. I'm over here trying to get myself rising desks. We're going to rise to the top. Trying to get myself rising desks up. I was like, well, let me do it later. And then all this stuff going on, y'all. But the bottom line is the show must go on, right? People must be helped. Exactly, God's kingdom business. So, as it pertains to anything, as we got the notes, remember, I'm going to go over a couple things that we talked about. Hey, big girls don't week. Welcome in, sis. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. I'm sorry, big girls don't week. Welcome in, family. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? DJ Scoops, big girls don't week. How you doing? Big girls. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But we got to figure out what's going on. We got to figure out what's going on in these streets, right? We got to figure out how. Hey, how you doing? We got to figure out how we going to make sure we do what we got to do like we do it for TV. And Entrepreneur Jeremy, what's up? Shamika. So we got to make sure that we doing what we got to do. Oh yeah, them hot peppers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So how do we do that, right? First of all, the horse has blinders. Have you ever noticed, you look at a parade, it may be the Macy's Day Parade, it may be a parade in your town, and these horses got these little cups in their eye, and you hear that clock, 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 and they just focus, and you're like, oh, those horses look pretty, right? Anybody here ever rode a horse? Why do you have blinders on the horse? Hey, Ali said it earlier. No, I said it earlier, right? Said so that the horse won't get distracted, right? So that the horse won't get distracted, right? So Bliss said it earlier. So that the horse won't get distracted. A lot of times we distracted on all this stuff that's going on. And we over here focused, like your boy said, stay focused, man. Stay focused. We are focusing on all the wrong things. You know what I'm saying? But remember, I told y'all, the season equals no distractions. Facts. If is not making you any revenue, if it's not divine for your purpose, if it's not going to put you to the next level, hey, Miss Mercy, what's up? If it's not going to get you to the next level, we got to stop figuring it out, right? We got to stop trying to figure out what's going on and stop looking over here and stop saying, squirrel, oh my goodness, squirrel. We got to stop trying to figure out all this other stuff that's going on, and we got to focus towards what we got to focus on. Now we get hit with all this stuff going on in the news. You turn on the news, you like, nah, not today. I'm not listening to this. I ain't here listening to nothing else they talking about. I ain't trying to hear nothing else they trying to say. No, I'm going to do this. Understand this. A confused mind does nothing. Say it with me. A confused mind does nothing. So if you don't focus in on what it is that you got to focus in, guess what? You're going to just do nothing, right? Right now, y'all probably wondering why this dude got an army. Why he got this fatigue? Or what's wrong with him? Why he got this? Because it's time. I can't say the words what I want to do, but understand, right? Understand, right? Right. Understand, right? Understand. If you know what this hat means, you know what you know, right? It's time to go to every situation that's blocking you, right? It's time to go to every situation that's got you all confused. It's time to go to for every situation that's got you out of focus. And unfortunately, a lot of us are out of focus when it pertains to our financial situation because all this stuff going on, right? And they do not want you, Jay. They do not want you. Exactly. They don't want you to focus, right? Lace up your boots. It's time to ride. Put on your backpack. Oh, yo, got me all crunk with that one. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, yeah, it's definitely my favorite song right now. TB, what's up? So you got to understand, while all this stuff exactly, it's time to ride. Exactly. So if you know, you know, you know. So understand, how do we focus? You learn. You've been all crunk. You've been all hyped. You've been all jacked up. What's going on? You done drunk some coffee? No, that's just how I am, right? I'm wonderful. I'm great. I'm positive. I'm motivated. I'm strengthened. I'm going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right for you. And guess what? We going to make sure, swoop, we going to make sure that we get and do what we got to do like we do it for TV, right? Appreciate it for the daily heart. So how do we do that, right? How do we do that? How do we sift through some things, right? See, being in the kitchen with my grandma when she cooking cakes, one thing my grandma would tell me, right? I remember, hey, appreciate that. I remember, right? I appreciate that, big girl, BG, appreciate that. I remember when my grandma, right? When she cooking her cake, you better sit down somewhere. When she cooking that cake, you better be sit down. You better be relaxing. You better not do anything when she cooking that cake, right? You better make sure that you're doing what you got to do, right? I'm wonderful. So, hey, what's up, them Robinsons? Welcome in. So you got to understand, grandma didn't play with you walking through her kitchen when it came to that cake, right? You better sit down and you better listen and you better, appreciate that. You better sit down, you better listen, and you better make sure you do what you got to do because grandma ain't playing them games, right? Grandma ain't playing them games, right? She said, no, sit down, right? Please, I got it. Grandma ain't playing them games. Grandma saying, hey, look, I'm resetting it now. Grandma saying, yo, hey, sit down. And my grandma had all these mirrors in her house, and I always wondered how she see us for all the way in her room. But she had the mirrors angled, right? She had the mirrors angled to a position where she can actually look and actually see those mirrors, right? She had those mirrors angled so she can see it in the actual, down the hall. She literally I'm like, grandma. And she said, come in here, Robert. Come in here, right? She had me sit down in her chair. She said, look down the hall. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. This whole time, she had them mirrors angled all the way down the hall from her room, angled all these places so that she can see if somebody in the kitchen, somebody come in, she's able to see. Now you learn. What does this have to do? Appreciate it. What does this have to do with crypto? What does this have to do with crypto, right? Exactly. What does this have to do with crypto? What does it have to do with stocks? Because guess what? When you put that stuff, that cake batter, cake mix, cake flour in, you had to sift it, right? So now we got to sift through all them situations that ain't focused on our destiny. We got to sift through all these situations that ain't got us where we need to go. We got to sift through all that news that ain't focused towards where we got to focus on. We got to sift through all them people calling you, tearing on, talking crazy on your phone, be like, look, holla back. I ain't got time for none of that, right? You got to sift through drama. You got to sift through all that. And how do you sift through crypto? Right? How do you sift through all this stuff that's going on in the crypto market, right? We are in stock, so thank you for the invite. Yeah, that definitely. So how do you sift through all that in the market? How do you sift through it? You ask yourself, where is the world going in the next 5 to 10 years? Where is the world going? Appreciate that. Where is the world going? Thank you so much, BG. Where is the world going in the next 5 to 10 years? You got to sift that information down, and you got to sit there and say, hey, this is where the world is going. Well, you learn. That's why I'm here. I don't know where the world is going. Not financial investment advice, but understand after they, that Charlie Brown, wah. And they over there talking and carrying on. And all you hear is that wah. And the teacher talking, wah. And you like, what in the world? Appreciate that, God shout. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Exactly, Miss Products. The world is going digital. I've been telling y'all, we are not building a little shack. Now, if you want to build a shack, then it's somewhere else. you need to talk and be it. But if you're trying to build the skyscraper, you got to go down deep and you got to go up high to build that skyscraper, because the skyscraper don't sway. When the wind blows, you can be in that skyscraper doing what you got to do, but you won't feel it because it's on fertile ground and a foundation. So here's the question. Are we going to get ourselves in a fertile ground position? Or are we going to set ourselves up where we trying to figure out where everything's going, right? So understand, number one, the world is going digital, right? Yeah, the world's going different. Simplify. What's up? The world is going digital as it pertains to anything, right? Understand, the world as we know it, literally, we have never seen a time like this in our life where we have been. So there's no excuse, because God said, hey, this dude named You Learn with Robert, he talked loud. You know, he a little crunk. He done sent you here for a reason. He done said, man, you need to see what's about this dude. Ain't no, this is him who's in me. That's all that's about me, right? So understand why we here. Number one, during the recession, what do we have to do, TV? What's up? The world is going digital. Facts. Number one, the world is going digital. So understand, when you're shifting things, you got to ask yourself, how is the world going digital? You got to see what the big boys and big girls are doing, what they got to do, like they do it for TV, right? You got to see what the big girls and big boys are doing, what they got to do. And how do you do that? You sit back and forget what they saying, but look at where their pocket's going. Forget what they saying. Appreciate it for the daily learn. Forget what they saying, right? But wonder where their pockets are going, right? Understand. You know, I don't know about y'all, and some of y'all may or may not celebrate Christmas, but I remember growing up with my brothers and sisters and them, and, you know, I remember growing up, and we used to try to hide them. Our parents used to try to hide our Christmas gifts, right? So we'd be going through the house, looking, searching, trying to figure out what's going on with the Christmas gifts. We'll try to, we got pocket watch. Exactly. Oh yeah. Now we're trying to figure out, right? Absolutely blessed. Love the name. We're trying to figure out. We was looking up under mattresses. Yeah. We was crawling up under beds. We was literally looking everywhere. Let them cook. Thank you so much, Bliss. We was looking everywhere for those presents. And you know what I found out? I found out that once we found them, we were like, ooh, you saw that PlayStation I got? Ooh. We were like, yo, these are the games. So we over there having conversations with, yeah, where the money? Exactly. We over there looking for this. We looking for that. Oh, I got that Game Gear, that Game Boy. We was looking for things, right? We was looking. And then, I appreciate it, Ms. Prados. We was looking for all these things, right? Hey. We was looking for all these things. And then we finally found them, right? And then we already knew abundantly. We already knew what was going on when it was time for Christmas. We was like, yeah, buddy. We already knew. Yo, we was talking to our cousins. Yo, I'm getting that PlayStation. I'm getting I'm getting that Game Boy. Oh, okay, cool. And we was talking to our family members about what we was getting. And then we was like, yo, so our family, what we would do is, if you was getting this, my other cousin would get that, right? So understand, when you're looking at the news, you got to sift through all that. Well, Rob, you was talking about your grandma. So what does that got to do? It's about sifting through some information, right? You got to see where the money's going. So after you see, okay, the world is going here, because they're going to tell you the world is going here. Not financial investment advice, right? Miracles after miracles. I like the name. That they're going to tell you, Abby, the problem solver, that the world is going here and blah, blah, blah. But then they're going to hit you with 100 different things. And you bum like, it's going to sift through all the crazy stuff. You're going to be like, what's going on? Understand who's putting money in what. I'm going to give you a name. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Mind you, we're going to play Pictionary for a second, right? Yeah. So if you know how to play Pictionary, that's the little game, right? Where you have to guess what I'm saying, but it's going to be real quick. I promise you, you are going to guess it, right? What's this color, y'all? Now, I'm not going to say the name. This ain't no say my name. So, you know, some people get a little mad when you say their name, right? I'm trying to give y'all some hints. What's this color, right? Exactly. And remember that song? They talking about somebody's mama on. Yo, mama on. I ain't going to say the name now. Now look. Right? Blank and roll. Right. So put those names together, right? Y'all got it, right? Got great, 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 great. What's up? What's up? Y'all got it. 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 Yeah. So if you put that two names together, it's a company, right? I didn't say it. It's a company, right? And the company, if you look at all the assets that they have, you'll see where the world is going. Because remember, the big boys and big girls are making sure they make moves behind the scenes. So they can tell you what they want. Tell me what you want. They can tell you what they want to tell you all day, right? Yep. What they say and what they do would be exactly. They math ain't mathing. So they'll say, yes. See, what had happened was we think it's a scam and we think it's this and we think it's that. Ask yourself this question. When the last time your bank, I'm calling them out. When the last time your bank said, hey, we've been using your money for quite some time. We done loaned it out to BG, right? She done got that bill that she was looking for. Yeah. We done loaned it out to God's child, Ebony. Yep. Yeah, we done loaned it out to God's Kingdom Business, right? We done loaned it out to Jamie and Bliss Holiday. We've been making money off your money, right? We done loaned it off for car loans and we done loaned it off for mortgages and we done loaned your money out, making 10 to 20 times your money, right? We done did all this, but we want to give you more interest. When the last time your bank called you to say that? Reset. I got you. I'm on it. I see it. When the last time your bank called you and said that? I don't remember. I don't remember the last time. Now they'll call to say, when you got certain assets, right? When you got certain assets, they'll call you and be like, hey, we got this, and this available, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, they're trying to get their money and make it do what it do. For the most part, most people don't get that call. For the most part, right? Because they're trying to make sure they make 10 to 100 times the money. Guess what? I'm going to put you in on a little secret. It used to be back in the days, right? Remember the Desperados and the Cowboys? Somebody sent me that cowboy hat, right? Earlier. And remember when you saw those movies, right? My uncle used to watch them Westerns, right? And I used to be like, I remember when I used to be like, man, I do not like them Westerns, right? I do not like them Westerns. I'd be like, man, I do not like them Westerns. But I started to like them. I sit down and he have these Westerns playing. And I remember looking at those Westerns, right? And I remember my uncle, he had favorite, Clint Eastwood was his favorite, person, right? So I'd be like, oh, here we go again, right? But I remember, right? I remember listening to those things, right? And I remember they would go to these banks, right? And they would have this little cage, right? And in that cage, right? Those banks, Travis, right, would be like, they would have the sheriff in that bank, right? And that sheriff would try to stop the desperados from getting out of that bank, right? Right? Remember that? Some of y'all remember. Some of y'all don't want to tell me y'all age, but some of y'all remember them cowboy shows that your grandma, your uncle, your granddaddy and them, your mama, somebody used to watch, or you. Come on now. But yeah, as it pertains to anything, I remember those shows, right? And I remember those shows, Miss Product, and I remember they used to have to keep the money there. Now, do you know, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Yeah, you don't remember. It's all good. But here's the thing. Do y'all understand that as it pertains to that, now they don't have to keep not even 8% to 10% of your money? So let's just say you got $1 in your account. Just saying, I'm just trying to go low, right? You got $1 in your account. 10% is 10 cents, right? Thank you, Bliss. That's 10 cents. They only got to keep 10 cents out of every dollar, right? They ain't even got to keep 10 cents out of every dollar, y'all. So what does that mean? That means they're using your money, which is okay, not financial investment advice. It's okay. They're using your money to make sure that their money is making money, right? It's okay. I'm okay with that. They're using your money to make sure their money is making money. And I'm fine with that. But here's the question. If they're using your money to make sure that your money is making money, why aren't you using your own money to make sure your money is making money? I'm wondering. Good, bad. I'm wondering. Why? Why aren't we using our money to make sure our money is making money? Because your bank gonna hand you some measly 0.00025%, fraction of a quarter of a percent. They're going to hand you something. Most people don't get a 1% in their bank account. I'm just gonna be real. And that savings account, most people don't. Oh, but I'm about to break it to you like a fraction, right? I'm gonna help you understand this real clear. What does this got to do with crypto? What does this got to do with recession? Because I told y'all the last time, I told y'all yesterday what I was up on certain stocks. Now, some of y'all like, hold up, what'd you say yesterday? Maybe money market account is like 5. Right. But here's the thing though. I told y'all yesterday, right, what I was up on the other accounts. I told you the percentages. And that's more than 1%. Matter of fact, you can trip on 1%. IP. You can trip on 1% by accident. Oh man, what you mean you learn? What you mean you learn? How can I, Leo, what's up? How can I trip on 1% by accident? Let me tell you a little secret. When the big boys and big girls get scared, right? I'm talking about the major money people. They get scared and they start putting their money in different assets. I'm just going to tell you one. Gold and silver. You know, they say that gold and silver is a hedge against inflation. Now, do you understand? They're calling Bitcoin the digital gold. They're literally saying Bitcoin is like digital gold. Did you know that? Did you know they're calling Ethereum silver? Did you know that? Yeah, they're calling Bitcoin the digital gold and Ethereum silver. So I wonder why. That's interesting. You learn? I didn't know. Wow. Why are they saying it's the digital version of it? Now, personally, I like silver. I like investing in gold. I do, personally speaking, because I believe you should have a diversified portfolio, right? Now, I mentioned my grandma's cakes earlier, and I was talking about sifting that stuff. Welcome in. Sifting those things, right? Sifting that flour. And she used to have to sift the flour to make sure all the little cocoa balls, I don't know what those things called in the flour, right? You had to sift that flour to make sure it goes in smoothly, right? But then, you know, them $100 eggs, you know, back in the days, they weren't $100 eggs, right? Trying to be facetious. But you should crack those eggs and put it in, make sure those shells are out, right? And then you would have butter and add certain things, vanilla extract and baking powder. And it depends on what kind of cake you're making. You know what I'm saying? Sugar and things of that nature, right? Right. You make sure that oven is preheated. But what does this have to do with recession? What does this have to do with gold and silver? What does it have to do with crypto, you learn? Remember, a cake is balanced, right? A cake has a balanced portfolio, right? A cake is balanced, right? Right? A cake has multiple ingredients, right? Understand that. You learn. A narrow, no, there's no way. The cake I use have one ingredient, you just add water. That ain't no real cake, y'all. That ain't no real cake, y'all. That's what they call a box cake, right? But if you understand how they make it easier for us to do. That's called a box cake. But understand when you balancing your portfolio, right? That you should. Not financial or investment advice, because I can't tell you what to buy, hold, or sell, but I can give you some information so you can go back and say, you know what? Let me see if he talking them facts or if he just talking out the side of his neck. If he just talking out the side of his neck, or can I give him some facts? Is he spitting game? Is he giving me some information? What's up, 10? Is he giving me some information, right? Or is he just talking the talk and not walking? So understand, I'm about to prove this to you, right? Gold and silver, right? Now check this out. Check this out. Now, when it comes to gold, right? Gold is about $3,002.50. How do you figure out? Now, you learn. You said you was talking about the crypto market. So I'm trying to figure out, what does gold have to do with crypto? Remember, we're balancing out our portfolio, right? Because I believe that you shouldn't put all your resources in one thing. You should have it balanced. But I'm giving you information that people charge you for, by the way. I'm giving you information for free for the free ski. I'm giving you some information so that you can have the information, right? And once you have the information, that you can do what you got to do. You got to write it down, write the vision, make it plain, write the information down, and then start doing your own research. Make sure, like LeVar Burton say on Reading Rainbow, you don't have to take my word for it. Understand. Gold, $3,000, $3,000 $3,002.50, excuse me. The 1 week, remember I said you can trip over gold, right? I mean, excuse me, you can trip over 1%. Remember I said that, right? The 1 week percentage in gold is 2.46%. Okay, well, gold is a little pricey. So the 1 week in silver is 4%. So remember, I just said to y'all, you can trip over 1% on a bad day. I'm talking about long term. Okay, you learn, you're talking big stuff. So how much was gold on the year marker? You know, gold was over 42% on the year, and silver was, let's see, 45% on the year. Understand that. Now, I'm giving y'all some information. I'm giving y'all game, right? It's up to you to pick it up. Not financial or investment advice, right? It's up for you to pick it up, right? I'm giving you some information. It's up for you to pick it up, right? Right. So remember, we're building a cake, building a skyscraper. Because, you know, when you get in the skyscraper, you want some food. Because, you know, I'm so hungry, I want me something to eat. You know, understand, we're going to want some food, right? And when we get in that skyscraper, right? You want to have a party when you get in that skyscraper, right? So understand, when we're building what we're building, we have to understand that you diversify. See, wealthy individuals diversify themselves, right? They don't have everything, DJ Scoop, in one thing. God's child, they don't have it in just one situation. They diversify themselves, right? Right, BG? That we diversify ourselves, right? Right, 10, we diversify ourselves. So understand, gold and silver. I told you can trip over 1%. But most people will get 1% in their account, less than 1% in their savings and checkings account, and wonder, why can't I win? What's going on? Why can't I never feel like I never get ahead? And then you got the mafia rates, and don't come for me, y'all. I don't want no trouble with y'all. But understand that, yo, you don't want to put your money in our accounts. You're upset that we take your money and make it. You understand? My cousin Vinny coming to y'all and y'all trying to figure out what's going on, right? Understand, right? Understand. They say scared money don't make money, right? Well, you learn, I don't understand. You learn, I don't understand. That's why I'm here. Now, remember, I'm going to go back from yesterday, and we talked about, number one, right? We talked about that you have to have a broker, a place that you can trade your cryptocurrency and / stocks, right? You have to have a place to do that. And we talked about, now I'm telling you what I like because it's simple, but there's I'm going to tell you a lot of them, and it's up to you to figure out what you want, right? But I personally like, Leo, I like, Robinhood, because it's simple. I mean, it's so simple. My twin nieces, I can show them what to do, and they can push the button, and they can figure it out. I'm just being real. It's that simple. Right? So Robinhood allows you the opportunity to trade stocks and cryptocurrency. It gives you the ability to do that, right? And I talked about, I believe everyone should have at least 2 platforms, because Robinhood may not have certain things that you want on the other platform. Uphold. I'm going to mention some platforms. So here's the thing. Uphold, crypto.com, Coinbase. Those are some different platforms that you have the ability to go to, and they're pretty cool, right? They're pretty cool, right? So you have to have some type of broker, some way that you're going to, buy and sell crypto, right? Now, hey, what's up, T? So understand, like my pops. I remember my pops calling me. Remember I told y'all yesterday? My pops called me, right? Appreciate it, T. And he's like, hey, yo, I got Bitcoin now. And I said, what? Now I knew TD Ameritrade at the time didn't have Bitcoin. I said, where you got Bitcoin at? And I bust out laughing, right? My dad said, hey, man, I'm on Cash App. I got Bitcoin. And I bust out laughing, Dan. I said, you got Bitcoin on Cash App? What are you talking about? I bust out laughing. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So I bust out laughing, right? For the Daily Harmony. I bust out laughing because I was like, Bitcoin is on Cash App? That's kind of weird to me. And so I looked. And yeah, sure enough, Bitcoin wasn't on Cash App. Now, personally speaking, I just got $20.20 worth of Bitcoin in 2020, and it's over $100-something. Now, I did that just to see, so that when people say something, then, when people say something to me, then I can say, hey, this is what it could be, right? So that way I don't have to worry about, what had happened was Bitcoin is this and Bitcoin is that, right? I did that intentionally, right? So that when people say, run their mouth and say, well, Bitcoin is what happened was. So let me break it down to you like a fraction. Let's just, instead of 2020 blessings, instead of 2020 when I bought that $20.20 worth of Bitcoin, right? Instead of, let's just round it down to $20 to make it even. And it's over $100, right? Just to make it even, right? That's 5 times your money, right? Now, 1%, right? Thank you so much for getting your daily heart blessings. It's literally going to take you, right? I'm wonderful. It's going to take you how many years to get that rate of return? Now, I'm going to help you. I'm just going to say this real quick. And it's over the amount I'm telling you, but I'm just breaking it down just a little bit, right? So that we can understand. To double your money at 1%, right? To double your money. We're talking about 5 times from where it was then, right? To understand, it would take most people 100 years. What's up, Western? And that's on the minimal. And I know my math ain't mathing, and I know it's more than that, but I'm trying to get you to understand so that you can understand what it is, right? It'll take more than 100 years. So your children, your great grandkids, your 10 generations down can say, oh, I can finally buy that one egg thanks to grandmama and papa. He saved so much money in the bank account, we can buy that one egg and make that omelet. You know what I'm saying? So understand, y'all, if the world, Western Coast, if the world is going somewhere, right? And they don't want you to know where they're going, right? If they're going somewhere and they don't want you to know where they're going, right? Understand that my opinion, this is my opinion, right? What's up, Sauce? My opinion, right? Not financial or investment advice. I want to set up a trust for my kids, for those future generations. Good stuff. So understand, Miss Betty Bob, that you have to understand where we're going to go. So a good thing is, now, what I read, it says, write the vision, make it plain on tablets so the herald may run with it. Wait for it, certainly come and not delay. So understand, it's pretty much telling you, write a plan down. Put a strategic plan of action down. So write it down. You get paid every day. You in the right place, Western Coast. Just we got you. Not financial investment advice, but we got you. But write it down. Write it down, right? Exactly. So write the vision, make it plain. Write down the information, make it plain. Write it down, make it simple. So write down the information, T. When do you get paid? I don't know that. Only you know. You could get paid every day, right? You could get paid, twice a week, 3 times a week. You could get paid once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. You know when you get paid. You need to write it down. I will invest X amount of dollars, X amount of times. You got to write it down. You got to put it before you. You got to write it down. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is that concert, Mr. Dean, going to come into town. Those tourists going to come in the town and look at those clear waters, right? And you're going to get that boat and you're going to be out in the boat, right? Right? What's going to happen is, those latest shoes and the sunglasses are going to come in, and you're going to find something else to do with those resources. So here's the thing. Appreciate it. Thing. Those resources, right? Here's the thing. If your money, co-pastor prophetess, doesn't have a mission, it's going to get missing. If your money does not have a mission, it's going to get missing. Yep, happy Friday. If your money does not have a mission, it's going to get missing. What does that mean? That means that if your money, appreciate it, Kingdom Business, God Kingdom Business, if your money doesn't have a purpose for what it's set to do, it's going to go to somebody else. I'm going to get it. Somebody else going to get it. It's okay if I get some of your money. It's okay. Somebody else going to get it. The grocery store going to get it. With them hot eggs, Johnny, somebody else gonna get it. The shoe store gonna get it, right? Somebody else gonna get it if it does not have a mission, right? Right? If your money does not have a mission, it's going to get missing, meaning you are not going to be able to figure out, man, what I do? I had XYZ. You're going to be patting your pockets like, dang, what I do this week? Well, I went down here, got a haircut. I went over here. Yeah, I did this. I did that. You're not going to understand, right? Now, I appreciate it. I thank you. I hear you guys shout. You're going to say, I did all this stuff, right? And when I did all this stuff, right, then what else did happen? You got some gas or you charged your car, whatever the case may be, right? You're going to try to figure it out. And then you're going to say, I'm trying to figure out what happened, right? And in the words of my twin names, Uncle Robert, what happened? What happened? What happened? You're going to try to figure out what happened, right? Now, one thing I figured out, right? One thing I figured out, Renegade, one thing I figured out is, welcome in. One thing I figured out is if you don't do something with it, it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. I'm just telling you, keeping it real. You ain't keeping it real. I'm keeping it real, right? So understand you have to put it to work because money is a tool. It's a tool. You got to put it to work. If you don't put it to work, somebody else is going to put it to work. It's going to wind up in Dean's hands. It's going to wind up in my hands. It's going to wind up in God's Kingdom Businessman. It's going to wind up in somebody else's hands, right? It's going to wind up to Ebony said, it's going to wind up in somebody's hands that know what to do with it. If you do not, DJ, that's my DJ. If you don't know what to do with it, it's going to wind up in somebody else's hands, right? You have to understand, you have to put it into something. And your bank, I just told y'all earlier, not financial or investment advice. I just told you what your bank was doing. They putting it in loans, and they putting it in mortgages, and they putting it in other businesses, and they putting it in commercial property. They putting it all over in derivatives and stocks and loans and gold and silver. They're putting it in all these things, and you sitting back like, ooh, yes, give me my 0.5%. Give me my 1/4%. And most people don't even get that. I'm just trying to give you 1% just because for math and argument's sake, right? Miss Products, I'm just literally trying to just say that just to say this is what you get, but you don't. And here's going to be the homework. I'm just going to tell y'all the homework up front. The homework is when you get off of this, see what percentage you getting off your money. Because here's the sad reality. Here's the sad reality. If your money's not making more than inflation, then unfortunately, you got to understand why you're not doing what you need to do. And it's no knock. So you learn, what does this got to do with crypto? Homework. What's the percentage of money? What's the percentage you're getting off your money? Right. What percentage are you getting on your money? I want you to look that down. I want you to write it down, right? What percentage is my money getting? So somebody else holding my money and they not giving back anything. They tripping over the percentage and the rate of return they're giving you. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just giving you facts, information that's here, right? What's up, Willie? Understand. Now, we talked about Bitcoin, and we've been talking about it for quite some time. Somebody else was asking about Bitcoin earlier, and you're actually in the right place, right? I literally said that earlier, but you're in the right place if you're still here, because you asked, I just want to know about Bitcoin, and you asked that question. Bitcoin, sorry, I wrote that the first one too fast. No, you're fine. I understand. We know what it is. Hey, look. I tell people, I'm a seller, not a speller. I had a teacher tell me, boy, if you don't know how to spell, you're going to be in some trouble. And I looked at her. I said, ma'am, I'm a seller, not a speller. They got spell check for a reason, right? Right? Look, I'm a seller, not a speller. Meaning, I ain't selling nothing illegal, nothing. I don't do nothing like that, right? I'm just help me out understand. Meaning, people don't get paid, right? People don't get paid to spell. Now, some people do. People get paid to sell. That's a whole nother subject. Mr. Dean, you know what I'm talking about. Understand it's a whole nother subject for another day. But understand this, right? Ask yourself the question. How much exit Exit, don't exit, VLO. How much money, what's the percentage of your rate of return? What's the ROI? That means rate of return. What's the rate of return for your investment? What is the rate of return for your investment, right? So once you figure that out, right, then you're going to say, okay, if you have a job, and go DJ Unstoppable, and ask yourself this question. What's your 401k getting? Because here's the thing, if you have a job, all right, not financial investment advice, but if you have a job and your company is matching some type of proceeds, you would be foolish not to take advantage of that. Not financial or investment advice. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm just saying, if your company's saying, hey, if you invest XYZ into this 401k and we'll give you this percentage back, you would be foolish not to do that. Now, what does this have to do with Bitcoin, right? I'm telling y'all, right? So it depends on the company. So if your company, God's Kingdom Business, is up to 6%, right? If the co-pastor profit is, if your company is telling you we're gonna give you a percentage just for investing into your future, you would be foolish not to do that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do or what not to do. I'm just saying they're giving you free money on the table, free game, right? So when it comes to Bitcoin, right? We just talked about Bitcoin the other day, and Bitcoin is already at $84,000 right now. Bitcoin is $84,000 right now. Now it was actually, I did the bare minimum, so you're right. So, and most people did. Carolyn, what's up? Understand Bitcoin is like 70 something, 78,000, 77,000 earlier last week. Now it fluctuates, right? It fluctuates. I want to buy some today. Okay. But it fluctuates, right? Understand when you are looking at something. Remember I talked about a firefighter, right? The firefighters run away. Excuse me. They don't run away, do they? See, I was going to see if anybody was going to catch me. The firefighters swoop. Do they run away from the fire or they run towards the fire? They run towards the fire where everybody else running away. Fire! Pookie them. They running. Everybody running away, right? But the firefighters run towards it, right? Firefighters run towards it. They say, look, this is what's going on, right? We're going to make sure we put out the fire. So understand in the market where everybody's running away from something. I'm not telling you financial or investment advice, but I'm saying when everyone's saying the sky's falling, that's when you should make sure you making your wealth, because wealth is not made when the market is up. Wealth is made when the market is down. Wealth is made when the market are down. Well, the wealthy who don't know, the wealthy are putting, Sauce Walker, what's up? Bliss, the wealthy are putting their money in gold and silver. Oh man, I saw Bitcoin on Cash App and ignored it. Yeah, the thing about Bitcoin on Cash App, that's like, are running to it. Oh yeah, I got you. My bad. Are running to. Okay, my bad. The wealthy are running to. Okay, I read it wrong. I apologize. So here's the thing. When they make moves, they do it, and we paying attention to all this other stuff. You talking about eggs. Now I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. Now here's the real question, y'all. I just want to ask you a question. They still got chickens out here, Stone. Tay. They still got chickens, right? And for my farmers who got chickens and anybody who's been in that line, right? They still laying eggs. I'm just gonna sit that right here. So chickens are still laying eggs, yet eggs are higher than the kite. Eggs are higher than a SpaceX satellite right now. And I don't eat eggs. I to be honest, it don't affect me. I don't eat them. I just don't. But what I'm saying to you is, y'all are so concerned over one thing that why you concerned, they're like, ooh, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Yay. They doing all this stuff behind your back. And the sad reality is y'all looking at all this other stuff that don't matter. Y'all looking at who cheating on who, and what Pookie and them said to who, and what had happened was in this place, and who did what, and oh man, I heard, and what had happened was, and all that stuff ain't making no money. And it ain't about, because understand, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. It does not say making money is, because it also says a wise man leaves an inheritance to his children, right? It also says in thy getting, get understanding, right? Right? So understand that, right? So understand, it, there's nothing wrong with making money, but understand money only magnifies the person you are. If you are a bad person, you're going to be a worse person with money. If you're a good person, you have to be careful, because in getting money, you can find yourself in the situations you shouldn't have been in. I'm just telling you, being real with you. Okay. So understand, when you get more wealth, you have to be careful how you move. You have to be careful, because you have to protect your peace, and you have to protect who you are, because it's very important for you to understand that. So what does it have to do with Bitcoin? Bitcoin is $84,000, right? The great thing about Bitcoin, there's a difference between being wealthy and rich. Exactly. There's a difference. Bitcoin is $84,000, right? Now, you do not have to buy a full Bitcoin. I keep telling y'all, you can buy minimal as $1 of Bitcoin. Now, I'm just gonna put it down to you, right? Random things. I'm gonna lay it down to you like some butter on some toast, right? I'm gonna lay it down, right? Like some butter on toast, right? Let me lay it down to you, right? Remember, I told y'all this, but I'm gonna break it down even more. The wealthy are buying full Bitcoins at a time, right? They're buying full Bitcoins at a time. The wealthy are buying full Bitcoins at a time, right? And unfortunately, as it pertains to buying full Bitcoins at a time, what's up, Ron? Exactly. You said it. You said it. Freedom and Ink, Sean. Now, y'all read that comment. Y'all just read the comment. I'm going to talk about it. Yeah, that's cool. Understand, we spend $1 on a honey bun, or a muffin, or, well, really, you can't go to the dollar store with $1 no more. It's more than $1. It's about $1.38, $1.40. So anyway, we spend $1 on something, right? We just understand, the wealthy are buying full Bitcoins. We have the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, right? All right, what's up, Miss Cute? We have the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, and then what that means is they're holding between 100,000 to 200,000 Bitcoin. And they say 200,000, but I believe some of it has been sold off. So they did not give a number. So they're holding between 100,000 and 200,000 Bitcoin in the reserve, making money, right? And that's a good thing, Miss Linda. It's a good thing, making revenue. I don't have no problem with it. I'm fine with that. I think it's a great move. But if they're holding that amount of Bitcoin, and I told y'all, and for some people who are new, understand there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin minted. Welcome back in, gotcha. There's only going to be only 21 million Bitcoin minted. Ebony, there's only going to be 21 million. Famous, what's up? 21 million Bitcoin minted. So that means when that Bitcoin is gone, it's gone. There's a cap. Any tips on the camera to accept the pictures? On the camera. Run that back. What do you mean the camera to accept the pictures? Oh, me talking about, yeah. You might have to clean off the back of the camera, and then you have to go, oh, wow. Yeah. Hit me an inbox on that one. You might have to go back and, what's up, Carlos? It's probably the way you got your settings on camera settings. That's probably, yeah. It's probably how you got camera settings. And it's probably the lighting too. It could, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's exactly right. So yeah, you got to make sure you have a good lighting, and you got to make sure it's on a solid piece, maybe a dark piece of paper, a table or something like that, and it's good lighting, because it's not going to accept it if it's not. But they're buying full Bitcoins, y'all. Understand that, Rupert. They're buying full Bitcoins. Meaning, what do I mean by that? They're buying it at 80-something thousand a pop. Now, while Bitcoin was down and y'all was trying to figure out if y'all was going to buy it or not, and trying to figure out if I'm just talking what I'm talking, there was a guy named Michael Saylor. He took $21 billion of his own company stock, and he sold it so that he can get Bitcoin. Let me put it right there. Let me put it right there. While y'all were trying to figure out, is Bitcoin worth buying? Not financial investment advice. While y'all were trying to figure out that, right? Michael Saylor took $21 billion, between $20 and $21 billion of his own money. He sold his company stock while Bitcoin was down, and he bought Bitcoin. Well, y'all trying to figure out about $10. I'm telling y'all, the wealthy are buying up Bitcoin. Now, hear me. Not financial investment advice, but hear me, Miss T. And hear me when I say this. Hear me when I say this, okay? Hear me when I say this. Understand that when it pertains to that, right? As it pertains to that, right? I hear you. All right. As it pertains to that, right? Prime. As it pertains to that. And I was telling you this earlier, and I'm going to tell y'all this. Most people are not going to be able to buy full Bitcoin. And it's okay. So when you can't buy a full Bitcoin, it's called a Satoshi. A Satoshi. A Satoshi. So as you're buying, it's called like a fraction, a little piece of the pie. Think about Bitcoin as a whole big old piece of cake, right? And you slice it up in pieces. A fraction of a piece of a cake, like a crumb. You're buying crumbs of Bitcoin. And it's okay. Because remember, $20.20 worth of crumbs of Bitcoin was over $100-something when Bitcoin was $100-something, $10,000, right? Understand that. 5 times the value. Understand that. So don't think buying crumbs ain't going to equal to doing something better. And you have to do what you can do, because all you are doing is making what's called positive habits, right? We're making positive reinforcement habits in our lives. And as we're doing that, right? As we're making positive reinforcement habits in our lives, it doesn't a dollar here, a dollar there. It ain't going, it ain't going to hurt you. Right? Now, I'm not telling you that you know what your budget is, right? You know what your budget is. Hold on. I'm looking something real quick. You know what your budget is, right? And Coinbase also help you learn about crypto, and they give you exactly. So understand, you have 100 million. It's called sats, right? Satoshis. 100 million Satoshis gives you a full Bitcoin. So you're buying fractions of a Bitcoin. So that means, think about if you could chop up a pie in 100 million pieces, right? Chop up a cake bar in 100 million pieces, right? 100 million pieces of Bitcoin equals a full Bitcoin. 100 million sats equals 1 Bitcoin, right? So understand, while they are buying big Bitcoin, the full Bitcoin, you're buying Satoshis, right? Appreciate y'all. Hit the heart button. Now, if I'm giving y'all value, hit the heart button. Hit the daily heart me. Join the team. Come on, y'all. If I'm giving you value, only if I'm giving you value. If I ain't giving you value, I understand. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't giving you value, I understand. What's up, Don? So understand this. Understand this, right? Understand this. And welcome in, y'all. Understand, Justin. Understand, 10. Understand, Lisa. Understand this, that while they are buying full Bitcoins, You're buying fractions of a Bitcoin, and it's okay. But understand, I appreciate it, God Kingdom Business. I appreciate you all. Understand, Justin, that while you are trying to figure out if you want to spend $5 to $10, they spending $21 billion. They spending millions of dollars. They're spending hundreds, thousands of dollars. And the sad reality is, I don't worry about where the price of Bitcoin is, because if you worry about where the price of Bitcoin is, this is my opinion, not financial investment advice. If you're worrying about where the price is, famous, then you're going to miss out on the actual, well, I'm not going to invest until I can get a full Bitcoin. Well, when it's gone, it's gone. It's like, my grandma, she's cooked potato salad, right? And everybody, that pound cake and the potato salad, and my dad would cook the mac and cheese. And my uncle, I remember one time, right? I can remember. I'm going to tell y'all, man, it ticked me off so bad. I'm going to be real with you. My uncle would go in there, get scoops, to-go plates, Sam, fix about 5 to-go plates with potato salad, with mac and cheese, right? With all the good stuff, with cake, and go put it in his car. Then people would come to grandma's house, and we'd be like, what happened to the potato salad and the mac and cheese? And I remember my grandma said, hey, if you don't go back in your car and get that mac and cheese and potato salad and that pound cake. So he done got all pretty. He done got all the daggone mac and cheese and potato salad. He done got it all, y'all. He done got it all. Knowledge. Sam, he done literally got it all and had the mitigated gall to put it in his car. The lady, he got it all. Right? So what does it have anything to do with Bitcoin, y'all? I'm trying to get y'all to understand that there ain't going to be grandma telling y'all or telling the people, y'all sell the Bitcoin to the people. And if grandma yelling sell the Bitcoin to the people, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be at the set price that they chose. It's going to be the bank saying, yeah, we have Bitcoin. We are wonderful. Yeah, you can invest in Bitcoin and they're going to get their money off of you. Why ain't the banks buying Bitcoin? They are. But you think they're going to tell you? They setting themselves up so that when they can sell it to you, right? Then they're going to have their money. And they're going to make 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times their money. Not financial investment advice. And you're going to be out in the cold, right? You're going to be out in the cold. You're going to be looking like, well, I wish I should have. I could have. Timothy. Now, what had happened was, now you over here making a $20 decision and they making $1 billion decision. Here, let me say this. They also made it. Yeah. Exactly. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. You said it, not me. That's facts, though. Meaning, they know it's going to be okay. I'm about to help y'all understand something. Okay, I'm gonna help y'all understand something, right? I'm gonna help y'all understand something, right? I want y'all to understand. Back in the days when they made gold, they didn't make gold, but back in the days when they took gold off the dollar standard, right? They took us off the gold standard, right? Lawrence, what's up? They took us off the gold standard. Exactly, Bliss. Exactly, God's Kingdom Business. They took us off the gold standard. And they told us to bring in our gold and silver, and they would, they would, and I'm gonna show y'all this, because y'all think this is a game, y'all. Y'all be thinking it's a game, and I only take this out of its case for special people, right? Y'all special, right? I only take this out of the case for special people, right? Y'all special. I got a case that it's in. I only take it out of the case for special people, right? Covering up my serial numbers. I'm watching y'all, right? But I want y'all to see something. I want y'all to see something, right? I'm doing this. I'm doing this for a reason. Covering up my serial number. I only take this out as case for special people. It's in a case for a reason. But I'm gonna show you something. They took us off the gold standard, right? And I want y'all to see this. It says, and I know it's reversed. It says $1 payable in silver. You can't see it, but it says $1. I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna put it over here. And I'm covering my serial numbers. It says, and I know y'all can't really see it. Yeah, y'all special. It says $1 in silver, payable to the bearer on demand. Payable to the person on demand. I'm gonna stick it back in my case, y'all. I don't touch this unless I have to. And y'all special, because I've only taken it out of his case maybe 3 times. Maybe 3 times. It says payable to the person who holds this in silver. So you could actually go to the bank back in the days and trade $1 or your money in silver. Say that quote again about the money and emotion. You could trade your silver, right? Now, Mr. Dean want me to say my quote again. Now, y'all, this is my quote. So if y'all try to take it, y'all, it's my quote, right? If you don't have a mission for your money will get missing. Quote by You Learn with Robert. If you don't have a mission for your money will get missing. The quote is from You Learn with Robert. Period. Been saying it for years. My quote. Just letting you know. You will have, if you don't have a mission for your money, the money will get missing. Meaning, your money has to have a target. Now, understand, right? I showed y'all. Now, some of y'all could see it and couldn't see it, and it's okay. It says on the dollar, it is payable to the bearer on demand. It is payable in silver to the bearer, meaning the person who owes it, on demand. Appreciate that. It's payable to the person on demand, meaning, not financial investment advice, meaning, if you have this, you can trade this in for silver and the exact amount of that dollar, $5, $10, $100. And believe it or not, they used to have a $500 bill back in the days. Ask me how I know. I know. My grandma gave me one. And I remember going to get a Power Wheel, and I had a $500 bill. And the guy said, "You want to pay with this?" And I said, "Grandma, I wish I would have kept it. I wish you'd have gave me hundreds, and then I kept that $500 bill." I was like, wow. And I saw it in the book. I really wish I'd have had that $500 bill, y'all. Now, you ain't getting that. That's called a silver certificate, silver note. Understand, when they said that, y'all, then they said to y'all, now, some of y'all weren't born yet, and you don't know, but I'm trying to get you to understand, John, what happened, so that you can understand. Welcome back in, Evan. So you can understand what happened. They said you can trade in your dollar for silver. The money was backed. I don't know if you heard about the gold standard. Our money was backed by gold and silver. You can go to the bank and say, "Here's my dollar." They would give you the amount of silver. Right? Understand that, right? Okay, I appreciate it. You can back it by silver back in the days. And then they had the mitigated gall to come and say, "Hey, look, we're no longer backing." Thank you. We're no longer backing colors. Appreciate it. We're no longer backing DJ Scoops, Mocha. We're no longer backing your dollar by silver or gold. It's just going to be backed by our word. No shade to nobody. I ain't coming for nobody, so don't come for me. Straight up. Understand. Because God got my back. You come for me, you got to deal with God. And I'm just telling you. So, hey, sir, I need a purple, please. I see. Say, you want me to change the color of purple? You want me to change the color to purple? Okay, just for you, I'll change the color to purple. There you go. It's changed to purple. So understand, just for you, exactly. Just for you, colors, I changed it to purple, right? So just for you, I changed it to purple. So understand that when it comes down to it, I even changed my headlight to purple. Understand that they said, nah, this is what we're not going to do no more. We are not going to allow gold and silver to be backed by this dollar. We're going to take it off the reserve. I'm going somewhere, y'all, because y'all probably like, what does this have to do with Bitcoin? I'm going somewhere. What does this have to do with the recession? I'm going somewhere, E. Armstrong. I promise y'all, get in the car, chill, we ride now. Chill. I promise you we going somewhere, Skillionaire. Hey, we are going somewhere. Ride out with me, right? Ride out with me. Understand, as it pertains to anything, they said, and I quote, right? We ain't backing our currency by this anymore. We ain't backing our currency, Ebony, Godshot. We're not backing our currency by that anymore, right? We ain't doing it. What we gonna do is back it by our word. Now, here's the thing. Now, if you go back and see what Godchild Kingdom Business wrote, I'm not gonna say it, but, and it's probably up there a ways, but they have between 100,000 to 200,000 Bitcoin. I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Because the more you buy, the more my stuff going to be worth. Keep buying it. Please, baby, keep buying it. Come on. I'm like the person at the table. I don't gamble, but come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. I'm literally keep buying it. And if they buying Bitcoin and they made a strategic Bitcoin reserve, y'all, why y'all over here still trying to figure out if you're going to spend $2.50 for Bitcoin? Understand that. Understand that. Why y'all still trying to figure that out? Hey, YouTube, I'm going to catch y'all later. Hey, y'all, I'm still here. TikTok, I'm still here. YouTube, I'm catching y'all later. All right. I'm on TikTok right now. Sorry, YouTube.